Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 21st episode of Season 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Becoming Part 1. You can check out the full reaction for this video on my new Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw the school swim team being eaten from the inside out by an Aquaman-like monster. Willow was still working as an unpaid teacher, saving Snyder a fortune in salaries. As more of the swim team succumbed to the monster, Xander went barely undercover and joined the swim team to see what was going on. We then discovered that the students were becoming the monster and shredding their skins, not being eaten. The coach admitted to using Soviet drugs from the Cold War era to try to enhance his students' swimming ability, but they still had a few kinks to work out. The coach's boys then showed him how they felt about him before swimming off into the sunset. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And I'm going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1.
Subtle moments.
253.
Sometimes they're not.
So is this when he was human?
We'll sneak in and take some of me father's silver.
Yeah, he's human. Oh! Can't remember her name. She's the one who sired him.
What's a lady of your station doing alone in an alley with a reputation that this one has?
I think the question is, what's a guy like you do in an alley like that with a woman like that with a reputation that it has? I think he's about to find out. So we're actually going to see him being turned. That's quite cool.
I've never been anywhere myself. I always wanted to see the world.
You've got plenty of time to now. At night. That's cool. We sort of see him being turned. That's a nice little throwback.
I want you to get a message to Angel for me. Tell him I'm done waiting. I'm taking the fight to him.
He heard.
Need me to write it down for you?
Ah. Literally shot the messenger.
Oh, I'm good. Don't worry about me.
You're more of a hindrance than a help. She's the Slayer. If it's just him with her and he's obviously not doing a great job, she has to split her focus and worry about protecting him and looking after him as well. So can actually do a lot more harm than good in some cases. I know in the one episode, a few episodes ago, when she was sick, they helped, and if they hadn't been there, that would have been, things would have turned out differently. Angel would have killed her or turned her, but on a normal night, not helpful.
I spoke with Lou Tabor at the Washington Institute, and he told me we had the best authority in obscure relics right here in Sunnyvale.
Okay, so that implies that Giles is known in the real world as such, as a expert or an authority on obscure relics, sort of supernatural stuff. That's quite cool.
Construction workers dug it up outside of town. Don't have a clue what it is.
I was looking at when she was, it looked like an air gun sort of thing. Is that how they do it in real life? Because that's actually really cool. So they basically, to uncover something, they just blast little bits of air just to break off the debris around things. That's really cool, if that's the case.
You have carbon dating.
Results will be back in a couple of days. I'll go on a limb and say old.
I could have told you that.
I assume you haven't tried to open it.
Open it. Oh, I'll be damned. I figured it was solid.
Oh, it's got a seam. I'm guessing not good.
I guess we won't know until we open it up.
I can't believe they'd consider opening it, at least not for a very long time and a long way down the road before they knew more about it. Just from a purely archaeological point of view, they don't tend, I believe, to open things like that because you would wreck well, more than likely wreck the outside and could destroy what's on the inside. Yeah, that seems very weird. I mean, there's even sarcophaguses and things now that have never been opened because they know opening it would let the air in and destroy what's ever in it. So it's better to keep it sealed and preserved than to open it and destroy it. So that's very odd.
Tell Angel, I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, that's quite good. Like Buffy with a steak.
The theme is Angel's too much of a coward to take me on face to face.
Careful what you wish for.
Do you think you're ready to fight Angel? Yes, I'm ready. I'm also willing and able.
You say that, but you might think you're prepared, but when it comes to the actual, when you're doing the fight, can you go through with the deed, basically?
This isn't an orgy, people. It's a classroom.
Yeah, where they teach lunch.
Just give me a reason.
I would never dream of talking back to a teacher like that.
Tiny, impotent Nazi with a bug up his butt the size of an emu.
Whoa! Okay, 1860. So is she human as well? This is really cool if we're seeing them all becoming vampires. Oh, she must be human because daylight. Oh, she's just having a snack and she's walked in.
It's been 2 days since my last confession.
The Lord is very forgiving. Tell me your sins.
Oh, he's getting off on it.
My seeing things is an affront to the Lord, that only He's supposed to see anything before it happens.
Apart from the visions, to go come out wrong what I'm about to say now, I've said that, but she seems kind of sane at this stage. Not to say that having the visions made her insane, but so I'm assuming this is before Angel has started his torment on her. I'm really liking these flashbacks. So we're going to see Spike as well.
The Lord has a plan for all creatures. Even a devil child like you.
Oh,
Devil.
yeah, he started the torment.
God is watching you.
I don't think it's God watching her. I think it's the opposite.
I met an old man. Didn't like him. He got stuck in my teeth.
What did it say? Oh, look who's awake.
Ooh.
At the museum. A tomb. With a surprise inside.
What?
You can see all that in your head.
No, you ninny, she read it in the morning paper.
Soon it'll scream.
Oh, she is so good at playing crazy. I hope she's playing crazy. And she's not like that in real life.
Which means these 2 atoms are linked by the...
Oh.
See here. Deja vu. Really? Oh, hey. You dropped this.
Was that a bit of a Slayer thing then? Because that's so important. She said it was deja vu, but was it kind of like a sort of sense that something important was down there? Don't know. That was a bit weird. I actually don't. Now I've said that, that's actually not the vibe I was getting from it, but don't know. So this is the disc with the curse. Yeah, the curse on it. I was going to say uncurse, but it wasn't. It was the curse.
Does that say restoration? It's one of her spells, I think.
Ah. So she's just decided, or not decided, come to the realization that she's ready to now kill Angelus. But now they've found this as well, so that's going to, again, mess her all up inside and sort of churn up all her feelings and everything. So are these the gypsies that cursed him? This is the initial curse. So he's now Angel.
It hurts, yes. Good. It will hurt more. The face of everyone you killed.
Restoring the soul as a punishment. What if you were a bad human? What if you didn't care as a human? What if you were a murderer as a human? Would restoring the soul really be a punishment? It all depends on the person you were. Because you might not care about the people you killed, which is horrible, but it's true, I think. I could understand a good person, whatever that is, having all the memories and being affected by it. But to be honest, part of me thinks, again, rightly or wrongly, after a while you'd kind of accept it that it happened. I don't think it'd be like a permanent punishment. You'd have to. You either would kill yourself or you'd have to accept it. It seems odd to me that that's the curse. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything better, but there has to be a better way to punish him. Locking him up or something. Oh, that's a horrific thought. Locking him up, completely chaining him so he can't move, and burying him somewhere or something, so he's permanently alive but can never escape. I mean, that would be a horrible punishment. Yeah, I don't know. Just seems a bit of an odd one. And I say it all does depend upon the person, and they don't know whether he was a good human being or not. This is 100 and so years later, so they won't have any idea what he was like as a person. So, yeah, it's an odd one. Also, can they? We've seen obviously Spike heal. Can they recover from? Oh, I was about to say things like limbs being cut off, but we have actually seen a vampire who had an arm cut off and he had a hook for a hand. So I'm assuming that limbs don't regrow. So again, it's pretty horrible. I don't know what this says about my thinking and my mentality, but chop off his limbs and put him in a box or something and bury him, so he literally couldn't escape, and you would spend eternity just in a box. That would be a punishment. Yeah, there's got to be more they could do than what they did, especially as it can be undone.
Curse. This is it. And it looks like it might have worked.
So he killed her before she could tell anyone about it.
Yep.
What a prince, huh?
Well, I've been going through her files and researching the black arts for fun.
For fun? Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Curing Angel seems to have been Jenny's last wish.
Yeah, well, Jenny's dead.
Yeah.
Can't you hear what I'm saying?
I was about to say.
Stop it!
Oh, it's difficult because obviously, again, I'm going to speak of Angelus and Angel. I still think there was two separate people. Angelus killed Jenny, so I don't know how Giles would feel about him coming back and being around them again. If they succeed and he comes around and being around them all the time, that's going to be hard. Xander's always been negative about him, regardless of whether he's Angelus or Angel. I don't know how. It looked like the curse works remotely, so they haven't got to be close to him for it to work. That's what we saw in that flashback. So it would be a good and possibly easy way of getting rid of Angelus. They can cast this curse, he'll get his soul back, and no more. So it does solve a problem, and it brings back Angel, which obviously Buffy's going to be all for. But even if they succeed, the fallout afterwards, well, and the fallout before, the way they're all behaving, which is all understandable.
What happened to Angel wasn't his fault.
Yeah, but what happened to Miss Calendar is that you want to forget all about Miss Calendar's murder so you can get your boyfriend back.
It's not as simple as that. But it is a consideration. I also very much doubt they'd be allowed to touch it with their hands like that.
I'll have one of these to go.
Because oils on the hand can damage it, especially as they've uncovered it now.
I don't know. I don't know what I want to do.
It's the ring. Cludder ring? I can't remember how you pronounce it. It's Kendra, the bad actress girl. Bad voice girl. Accent. Really bad accent.
It's a big rock. I can't wait to tell my friends. They don't have a rock this big.
Kathla the demon came forth to swallow the world. Kathla turned to stone, as demons sometimes do.
Let me guess. Someone pulls out the sword.
Someone worthy.
The
Excalibur.
demon wakes up and wackiness ensues.
We're about to make history.
End history.
End.
Oh. So you said that demons sometimes turn to stone. Is that kind of meant to be a little nod that maybe gargoyles and things are actually demons that have turned to stone? Which would be quite cool if that's the case. That's how I see it. So this is a world-ending demon. Someone worthy has to pull the sword out, and then the world ends. Okay.
Well, the demon universe exists in a dimension separate from our own. With one breath, the Cathla will create a vortex, a kind of whirlpool that will pull everything on Earth into that dimension.
So that would be the literal kind of sucked into.
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay. So that's cool in a horrific kind of way. So that means that. So they're saying basically there's another dimension where the demons come from. There's quite a lot of history and lore in this episode. So the demons doesn't really say how the demons cross over into our realm. How do vampires come across? But so yeah, it's talking about humans will get sucked into this dimension where there'll be horrors and everything over there. So yeah, literally get sucked into hell. That's cool.
I'll kill him if I have to. But if I don't get there in time, or if I lose, then Willow might be our only hope.
Well, or vice versa. Try the curse first, and then Buffy's the backup.
How close are you to figuring out the ritual of the curse?
I need about a day. And an orb of Thessala?
I've got one. I've been using it as a paperweight.
So he had one sat on his desk all the time.
As I ascend, as I become.
They've really improved the effects of that change. It's quite smooth. Well, that one was anyway. Oh, so he wasn't looking for people. He was looking for rats. Drink their blood. Ew.
Dog me. Mustard.
Dog me.
My name's Whistler.
There you go.
Thanks. Anyway, lately it is a demon. Technically. I mean, I'm not a bad guy. I mean that you can become an even more useless rodent than you already are. Or you can become someone. A person. Someone to be counted.
I don't know who he is. Well, that's dangerous. Surely you get a little bit of sun on him.
I'm like, Dad, you want me to go to the dance in an outfit I've already worn? Why do you hate me?
Buffy before she became a Slayer.
Hi. Call me. Hey. Call me. Call me. I will.
Cordelia with a different face.
You are the chosen one. You alone can stop them.
Who?
The vampires.
So Angel was there when she first was told she's the Slayer.
the heart.
Her first sleigh.
Why didn't you call? I'm sorry. I didn't know it was so late.
I really like all these flashbacks. It's really expanding the story.
Don't do that. Don't talk to me like I'm a kid.
Don't. Just forget it.
It's showing them arguing, obviously, before they split up.
I want to help her. I want to become someone. I want to learn from you.
I don't even know who he is.
But I don't want to dress like you.
You're lucky we need you on our side.
Our side? He said he's a demon. So... yeah, I don't know what he is or what his abilities were, but he said he was a demon, and he said our side, which implies good side. So I don't quite know where he fits in. But I like the way they're expanding the universe a bit, and things that happened, and seeing how it all happened in the past to lead to now. That's quite cool. Not worthy.
Someone wasn't worthy.
You deserved that after everything you did to Spike.
There must be something I missed. The incantations, the blood, I don't know.
Oh, he's so happy.
Tonight, sundown, at the graveyard.
Excuse me.
You will come to him or more will die. Tonight!
Whoa. How on earth are they going to explain that? At least didn't say her name, so they don't know it was a message for her. But how do you explain someone walking in with basically a deformed face on PCP, and bursting into flames, and there just being ash left, spontaneous combustion? But and also the fact that the vampire basically killed themselves to give the message, that's pretty horrifying. That I'm assuming they're following Angel, like a sort of cult kind of thing. If he's Angelus, like he's the leader, like a suicide vampire, bit of a bomber.
As long as Angel's fighting me, then he can't do this end of the world ritual thingy, and that's a good.
In case the curse does not succeed, this is my lucky stake. I've killed many vampires with it. I call it Mr. Pointy.
Mr. Pointy. That's quite a big thing for her to give up Mr. Pointy to to Buffy.
Hello, lover. I wasn't sure you'd come.
After your immolation-ogram? Come on, I had to show.
Immolation-ogram. Well, at least Kendra's there. Oh! Did he just break his arm? She gave her steak to Buffy, and she doesn't seem to be as good as improvising as Buffy is.
Jeez, is it me, or is your heart not in this?
He did it on purpose. He lured her away. She thought that she was going to keep him busy. It's not. He got her to come there to keep her busy so that they could attack the others. Although he didn't know about Kendra, I'm assuming, but...
This wasn't about you. This was never about you.
Enough.
We haven't seen her do anything. It's like a snake. I think the snakes who do that, you might look at them and you sort of move with them.
Night, night. Let's get what we came for, dears.
Oh God. Is she dead? That's a good shot.
Freeze!
I hate these cliffhanger ones they do. Because I've now got to rearrange everything to watch the second one immediately. Whoa. So, Kendra's dead. Giles has been kidnapped. Xander has a broken arm. We didn't see him there, but I'm assuming unconscious or hurt. Cordelia seemed to run away and be okay. And Willow was unconscious after having that bookcase fall on her. The way they said freeze at the end, I'm assuming it's a policeman. So obviously find dead body, her standing over the dead body. That's not going to be good. Although the police do seem to be a bit lax on their procedures from what you're seeing with Giles and Jenny. So I suspect she'll be out soon. Blimey. Yeah. So, yeah, it was all a distraction to get her away. So what's going to make him worthy? Or who is worthy? Have they taken Giles because he's worthy, so he can pull out the sword? Don't know. They've taken Giles, and obviously he's going to be there and seeing and jealous. Obviously, after him killing Jenny, that's going to be horrible for him. Yeah, I said it during the episode. Really like the flashbacks. That's cool. Didn't see Spike though, about how he got turned. So that would have been. I can't remember who sired him. Was it Angel or Angelus? I think it was, but I can't quite remember. Yeah, my mind's spinning at the moment. I'm not sure what to say, and I really want to watch the second episode. So I think I'm going to say, all of you now go away because I'm going to watch the next one. So yeah, I will see you for the next episode. Be seeing you.